Hi friends, today we're going to talk about analyzing character. So we're going to look at a story and we're going to try to analyze what we know about the character based on what the character says, how the character acts, our picture clues, the conversations that our character has. All of these things are going to be a way that you can analyze a character. Remember, good readers really want to dig deeper. We want to know all about that character, how they are just on the outside isn't enough. We want to know those internal or inside characteristics. So today we're going to look at the story, Carlos and the Big Game. Now, as we read this story, Carlos and the Big Game, we're really going to be focusing on that character. Before we even start the story, we're going to use our picture clues. So looking at this picture, we see two friends standing here. Could be a brother and a sister. It could be friends on the same team because they're wearing the same uniform. We can see that one's a girl and one's a boy. The name Carlos, we could assume that that would be the boy, so we're assuming that's probably Carlos here. And look at his face, his expression. He kind of looks a little upset or defeated. So far we know that Carlos is a boy. We know that he is part of a baseball team based on his uniform. We know that he's in some sort of dilemma. His face kind of shows us that he's having some troubles. And then we see this girl sitting next to him, so we can either figure that that's his sister or his teammate. So we're going to go ahead and read the story, and as we read, I'm going to use the highlighting tool to highlight anywhere that I see some dialogue. Now, dialogue is conversation between two people. Dialogue is what they said. So when I see the quotation marks, I know that that's dialogue or conversation. Let's go ahead and get started. Carlos and the Big Game. Carlos likes baseball. Maria likes baseball too. Maria and Carlos are on the baseball team. Tomorrow is the big game. Carlos is worried. We might lose the game, he says. Maria's not worried, she says. Even if we lose the game, we will have fun. Carlos is happy now. He is ready for the big game. All right, so just looking at that dialogue, we learned a little bit more about Carlos and about Maria. So we learned that Carlos is for sure the boy here, and we did learn that he was worried. It told us in this text that he was worried, but we also can hear that in his statement that he says, his dialogue or conversation. He says, we might lose the game. So he says that in a very worried manner. So we know that Carlos is a worried character. We learn a lot about Maria in this too. Even though her name is not in the title of the story, we learned in the text that her name was Maria, that she was a teammate of Carlos, and that she was very kind and considerate. She tried to comfort him. She said, even if we lose the game, we will have fun. So she was giving him those comforting words. So that tells me more about her character. It tells me that she's a good friend. She's there to cheer him up and make him feel better. Those are all characteristics to describe Maria and Carlos.